Let's get more analysis now from Zuhal Mert Uzuner. She joins me from here in Istanbul. She's an associate professor of international relations at Marmara University. Thank you so much for being with us on the program today, Professor. Now, maritime borders, as I understand, is being defined in this agreement, and we don't know the details of it yet, but what does this agreement mean for how operations are going to be conducted in the Mediterranean?
We know that all these, the maritime delimitations are very critical, especially for the exploration in this region. And we know also the region disputed in between Lebanon and Israel were somehow full of some gas fields, and that's why it was considered as very important and vital for all sides. So this agreement is considered as very important because in order to utilize this gas and the work on this the zones, gas fields, you need at least a basic the security. So this delimitation effort is really important from that aspect. But on the other side, maybe it's a little bit early to celebrate all this, let's say, the resolution of this disputed the area's problem in between these two countries. At the end, this is a deal. And still we are waiting for the details of this deal. So after 2-3 days, most probably we will have much clear and obvious explanations about all the relevant details of this agreement.
Right. We are waiting on those details to come in to further analyze the situation. But would this deal potentially change anything for other countries that are conducting exploration operations in the Mediterranean?
First of all, it is something serious because we know that since the beginning of 2000s in Eastern Mediterranean, there is a huge effort to create this order on the base of the limitation of these exclusive economic zones and continental shelf. So this is a step, and it is somehow connected with the existing regulations, existing the alliances in this region, and it's going faster. So the some other countries, such as Turkey wants to be a part of these regulations, and we know that Turkey, since the beginning of this the negotiations, wants to be a part of this discussions on the delimitation through a regional conference, which may invite all the relevant parties. But we know that the process seems a little bit as a continuation of the previous stages. So after this regulation, there will be some other steps, maybe. We need to underline that. For example, what will happen with in between Lebanon and Cyprus, and especially the Turkish side of Cyprus, Tiran Sea can be also another very important point. So this is a kind of competition of different actors to define the feature of this geography.
Right. And Professor, I want to get your thoughts very quickly on how this deal might change the relationship between long rivals of Lebanon and Israel.
There are so many different problems, and as it is explained in the statement of the Prime Minister of Israel, it is tightly related with, first of all, security considerations, because they are still in war since 1948. And also there are some other repercussions of this kind of agreement, because at the end, Lebanon can be a little bit far away from the Iranian influence. This is so many times discussed in many columns and analysis. So it is related with regional politics. It's related with Israeli domestic politics. There are so many different questions, but the most important part is, of course, related with security. So this is Middle East, and there are different the determinants. So I really wonder what kind of impact it will create if it will be successful after the realization of this ratification in Knesset and other mechanisms in Lebanon.
Well, we'll keep a close eye on that relationship. All right, Zuhal Mert Uzuner, Associate Professor of International Relations at Marmara University. Thank you so much for joining us here on the NewsHour and sharing that analysis.